Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And today I have a brand new pick-a pile for you guys. So today we are asking the question, what do you need to know from your future self? So that's going to be good to know. The future you has some messages here for you, and we're going to dive into those. So our 4 different options today, we have this cute little cat figurine, a white kitty cat. We have 4 different figurines to choose from, and this one is pile 1. Pile 2 is this little girl, and she looks like she has some kind of fruit in her basket there. I'm not sure if it's like apples or berries or what it is, but she's just busy picking some fruit, so she is pile number 2. Pile number 3 is the wise old cracking owl. So if you're feeling very wise, maybe he's your guy. And pile number 4 is this cute little Dalmatian pup with the pink sunglasses up top her head, and she's just ready to kind of chill and hang out with you. So those are your 4 different choices. So pick the figurine that stands out and resonates with you the most. Timestamps are down below, and we are going to kick it off here with pile number 1, the white kitty cat. Hi, pile 1. If you chose this cute little white kitty cat, then this is going to be the reading for you to find out what message you have from your future self. All right, let's dig into this, shall we? First, we're going to take a look at your tarot cards, see what you guys got from the Crystal Unicorn Tarot. And you guys have the Ace of Swords, the Moon, the King of Swords, and the 3 of Swords. My goodness, you guys have so much sword activity going on here. It's not even funny. All right. From the Ice Cream Oracle, you guys have Kiwi Strawberry, Youthfulness, Optimism, and Exuberance. And Lemon, Clean, Detoxify, and Release. Okay, from the Moonology deck, you guys have Nothing Will Come of This Situation, Void, of course, Moon. Bring Love into the Situation, New Moon in Aquarius. And Have Faith in Your Dreams, Waxing Crescent Moon. Your card from Jesus, from Loving Words from Jesus, because in my opinion, a Bible verse a day helps keep the bad vibes away. And you guys got, what things soever you desire, when you pray, believe that you receive them, and you shall have them. Mark 11:24. And finally, we have 2 cards here from the Wisdom of Tao Oracle. And you guys have Live. Esoteric knowledge and the wisdom of life are not obtained through formal education. Cultivate that variety and wisdom through your own experience. Life must be lived and not debated to be meaningful. And you also have Center. The gravity from the center, physical or imagined, attracts all balanced energy to recharge you. Pressure, burdens, and fear finally dissipate. It is a desirable time for any ventures. Listen to your inner voice and affirm your purpose. You are anchored. Okay. So, here's what I'm seeing right off the bat with you guys. So in terms of where you may be at presently, oops, I don't want to move the stand. I think I just did with my chair. There we go. Okay. What I'm picking up here, where you guys may be at, like currently in this moment, you may be in this Three of Swords energy. I don't think the future you is telling you that heartache and heartbreak is coming your way, because that's typically what the Three of Swords is. You know, the Three of Swords is usually having a broken heart. I mean, just look at this heart. It's being stabbed 3 different directions. So that's usually going through a lot of pain. It's usually going through a lot of suffering. So I don't think the future you is saying, hey, this is where we're headed. We're headed for some real severe heartache. No, I don't think that's the case at all. But I do think that this may be where you're currently at. This is like your starting point. But I do believe that the future version of yourself wants you to know that new ideas are coming, because swords can very much so represent our thoughts and our ideas. And even though you've been in this place of heartache, I think there's going to be a new thought, a new idea, something new and fresh is going to be sparked inside of you. That's a fresh new idea. It's coming. And I think it's really going to help push you out of the heartache of what you've been experiencing and what you've been feeling. But as of right now, you know, it's all kind of a mystery, because that's what the moon represents. The moon represents mystery and illusion and not being able to see everything for what it is. So at this point, because, you know, you're pretty shrouded here in pain and suffering, it's hard to see how there could ever be new ideas, or how there could be ever new anything, because all you're seeing, all you're feeling are nothing but endings. You don't see new beginnings at all, but they are there. You know, you're just kind of living in this illusion right now that they're not there, but they really are. So some of this illusion here with the moon needs to dissipate. It needs to disappear, because this new idea is coming. And once it is revealed, once it does expose itself, which I do believe it will, because the funny thing about this card, even though it says the moon, like up here it kind of looks like a sun. So I do believe that the sun is going to be coming out for you guys, and it's going to reveal that new idea. And when you get that new idea, it's going to send you like straight into King of Swords mood. And, you know, the King of Swords, you know, he has his truth, you know, he stands by it. He's very decisive about things. You know, he makes decisions swiftly and quickly. And, you know, he has all these like great lofty ideas that he's able to execute. And I think you're going to step right up into that king center, that king mode when it comes to that. It's going to be something very good, very healthy for you. But this Three of Swords where you're at right now, if you keep living in that, nothing is going to come of this situation. So where you've been, it's done. You know, like drop it, leave it, don't pull up quick to retrieve it. But yeah, nothing is going to come really ultimately from that heartache and from that pain. You don't want to live in that. You don't want to continue to mull that over and over and over again in your head, because that's not doing yourself any good. That's not doing anyone else any good. You know, it's time to leave the heartache and pain in the past. And the best way to also do that, aside from having this wonderful new idea, whatever that's going to be, is to bring love into the situation. And I don't necessarily mean romantic love. I see this as more so like loving and taking care of yourself, like loving and connecting with God, the universe, spirit, whatever you want to call it. You know, just connecting with that higher power and really bringing love into the situation for yourself. Because, you know, when you've been brokenhearted, you know, whatever the situation may be, maybe it's been over a love situation, maybe a friend stabbed you in the back, maybe you lost a job, maybe you lost a loved one. Maybe someone actually died. It could be a whole bunch of different things. But, you know, if you start loving yourself and taking care of yourself, you're going to help pull yourself out of this. So start loving yourself. You know, the future you loves you and wants you to love you too, for sure. And, you know, to have faith in your dreams, because even though you've had this ending, even though whatever this thing is, you know, it's done, it's over, that doesn't mean that your life is over. Your life is still happening right here, right now. It's still continuing. It's still carrying on. You know, you're still here on this earth, so as long as you're still here, somebody needs you. There's still a purpose for you being here. There's still a reason. So, you know, it's probably tied to whatever your dream is. It's still alive. Like, whatever this was, this may be dead, but your dream itself, it is not dead. It is alive and well. It is just waiting for you. And, you know, there are going to be new ideas coming into effect dealing with this dream. So don't let go of it. It's still very much there. Just love yourself a little bit, and before you know it, these new ideas are going to be popping in, and you are going to be like the king of your own world, pretty much. Just like mastering it all. Also with lemon, clean, detoxify, release. You know, once again, when you've had a broken heart, when something has come to an end, you have to heal yourself. And the best way to find healing is by cleaning and detoxifying, like all that internal garbage that is inside of you over the situation. It's about releasing the negativity, releasing the fears, the doubts, the insecurities, the pain, all of that stuff. It's about releasing all of that so you can let in the good things. The sooner you release that, you know, you'll be able to make room to love yourself again. And this could bring in love from others too. It could bring in love from friends, from family, and even romantic love, if maybe this was like a romantic situation that came to an end. And, you know, you could attract and bring in a new love situation or a renewed love situation with whatever it was that failed. But it starts with, you know, cleaning up the mess, basically. You got to clean up the mess of what's gone on here. Because if you've got this heart that's bleeding all over the place, you can't just, you know, let yourself walk around bleeding everywhere, basically. You got to, you know, patch that thing up there. You got to give yourself some TLC, you know. So yeah, you need to do that. You got to clean out that wound and put a bandage on it and that kind of thing. We also have kiwi strawberry, youthfulness, optimism, and exuberance. And underneath all of this pain and suffering you've been going through, there is someone who has youthfulness inside of them. There's someone who can see the glass half full, who can see the bright side, who can be optimistic. Like, that person is still underneath you. And, you know, the future you is that person. And they're letting you know, like, hey, we still got this, dude. We still got this. And this quality right here is going to be something that's going to help you heal and repair and step into whatever this new thing is going to be. Because, you know, whatever this new idea is, it's going to be really good. Like, you're going to be a freaking king, you know? Like, you wouldn't just turn into a king for nothing. Like, it's going to be something good. It's going to be something amazing for sure. And then, let's see, with your Tao cards, let's review here for a minute here, just to review what it said. Esoteric knowledge and the wisdom of life are not obtained through formal education. Cultivate that variety of wisdom through your own experience. Life must be lived and not debated to be meaningful. So don't stop living your life is how I take this. You know, it's very easy when we're heartbroken, when we're feeling shattered and destroyed, to stop barking. Shadow, stop. I'm sorry. My dog is even emphasizing here not to stop living. Would you go lay down, please? You don't need to have a word with the great outdoors. Everyone knows you're there. Yes. Okay. Anyway, sometimes when we're feeling that down and that depressed, you know, it's easy to just stay at home and stay in your pajamas and not move and not do anything and kind of be like how Bella was in New Moon and not move from the same chair for like 3 months or whatever. But don't do that. Don't get stuck in that. That's not doing anyone any service, especially not you. So don't forget to live your life, even if it's just like one day at a time, one little thing at a time. You know, even just like stepping outside and going for a walk for maybe a half an hour or something like that. Like, do something. Just don't sit there idly and be depressed about things. Do something. And we have center. The gravity from the center, physical or imagined, attracts all balanced energy to recharge you. Pressure, burdens, and fear finally dissipate. It is a desirable time for any ventures. Listen to your inner voice and affirm your purpose. You are anchored. It's very interesting. It says it is a desirable time for any ventures. And I feel like those ventures, whatever they are, it's that new idea coming in here with the sword, with the Ace of Swords. So it is a good time to start, you know, thinking of new ideas, brainstorming and being creative and that kind of thing, because whatever that is, it's going to be prosperous, it's going to be blessed, it's going to be abundant, it's going to be a good thing here with this king. So, which is just another reason why you shouldn't just sit around, because if you're just sitting around doing nothing, you're never going to get to that point. And what things soever you desire when you pray, believe that you receive them and you shall have them, which I feel very much ties into this whole having faith in your dreams card. So, you know, keep having faith. You know, if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling depressed, that's okay. You know, pray, cry it out with God, cry on his shoulder. That's what he's there for, you know. It's going to help you, and, you know, it'll help cleanse you and heal you here of your broken heart. It's going to help bring love back into your heart, and it's going to help bring those new ideas in so you can go ahead and go forward here in your dreams. So yeah, never stop pursuing that. And, you know, go to God in prayer, not just with, you know, your troubles and your worries and your heartache that you've been going through, but, you know, give those dreams to him as well and believe in them, because he wants to make them happen for you. So yeah, anyway, that's basically what I see going on for you guys. I hope that helped and made some sense for you. I'm really sorry if you are going through this heartache right now. Like, you know, whatever it is, I get it. It sucks. But there is definitely new and better things around the corner. And the good thing is, like, you yourself wants you to know that. So, hopefully this helped you guys. If the message did not flow, of course, just let it go. But if it did help, please let me know and leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you. Comments always help me out, as well as getting a big thumbs up. So if you could leave a thumbs up for me on this video, that would be amazing and so incredibly helpful. Feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know of future videos when they are on their way. But otherwise, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Keep sparkling. I'm so grateful and thankful that you have come and visited me right here on my little channel and checked out this video. I'm sending you guys lots of hugs and much love. Hi, Pile 2. If you chose this cute little girl holding her little bowl or basket, whatever, of berries, fruit, whatever it is that she has, then this is going to be the reading for you to find out what you need to know from your future self. Okay, we're going to kick it off here with the Crystal Unicorn Tarot. And you guys got the 6 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, and the Lovers. All right. From the Ice Cream Oracle, you guys got coffee, adrenaline, motivation, and activity, and coconut, protection, purification, boundaries. From the Moonology deck, you guys got it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. It's time to breathe out, disseminating moon. And prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. From Loving Words from Jesus, because in my opinion, a Bible verse a day helps keep the bad vibes away. You guys got whatsoever shall do the will, or whosoever shall do the will of my Father, which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother. Matthew 12:50. And finally, from the Wisdom of Tao, you guys got lead. When in a position of leadership, make logical and courageous decisions. You may experience sorrow or frustration and feel overwhelmed. But still, you must do what you must. Do what it takes. Even in the face of disapproval, results matter. And earth, nurturing. The extreme energy of the yin represents the earth, moon, and motherhood. Help is available to you. Be willing to receive it. Welcome the nurturing energy of the northeast and accept your circumstances without judgment. Grasp the golden timing, end of summer, beginning of fall. Don't yield. All right, you guys. Very, very interesting. So we're going to get started here with your tarot. And let's see. I'm just going to double check on this 6 of Pentacles in this deck to see how it applies. And according to the little Crystal Unicorn Tarot booklet, it says, sharing is caring. Giving to others will trigger an abundant energy to come back to you. So be generous. So be a generous magical unicorn, and you will see more prosperity to flow into your life. Keywords: receive, generosity, and giving. Okay, very, very interesting. Okay. So here's what I see going on dealing with you guys that you need to know dealing with yourselves. So number one, let's see here. Where should I start with this? It's like a very interesting mixture of like feminine and masculine energy kind of coming out of this group. Actually, before I even get more so into the tarot, I kind of want to address these Tao cards first. Because that was the first place I was kind of picking up on it. So with this card talking about leadership, it was talking about being a leader and doing what it takes, even in the face of adversity, even in the face of critics and disapproval and that kind of thing. And, I feel like that's definitely a message to you that you are a leader. And when I think of that leader energy, I also think of, that masculine energy. This may be like the masculine side of yourself where you have to be a leader, maybe at work, or maybe like running your household, or, whatever the case may be, just areas that you have to be in charge and lead. But it's interesting because at the same time, while you got, you need to lead, you also have the earth here. And, it specifies how, that is the yin energy, which is the moon and motherhood and being nurturing and being able to receive and those kinds of things. And with that kind of receptive energy, that's very much so feminine energy. So it's kind of like the lead here is the masculine, the earth here is the feminine. So for a lot of you, I'm picking up that this is like basically a good balance of being able to do both in your life and applying it in the areas of your life where you need to have it, because there are some areas where we do need to be more feminine and we need to just kind of sit back and we need to receive, and there are other areas where we need to be the go-getter and we need to just take life by the horns and be the leader and push forward. So I feel like this is basically a message saying for you guys that you're pretty good at balancing this, that you can balance this. And even if you don't feel like you're good at balancing this, it's something that you are good at and that you're only going to get better with. So I definitely feel like that's definitely a message there. Because I feel like you're kind of maybe like almost like this one woman show kind of a thing, like, maybe you have, maybe you're a single mom or something like that, and you have a lot of kids to take care of. And that can be an area where you really have to step up into the leadership role and you kind of have to be dad at the same time. But then, like if you're in a dating relationship, you also have to learn how to receive and, kind of just like sit back and be in that feminine energy. And it's a whole tricky thing to balance. And I think that's kind of where this Five of Wands comes in, because Five of Wands signifies struggle and kind of like this fighting energy. And if you look at these unicorns, they all got their wands up and they look like they're gonna like start beating each other over the heads with them or something. So that's kind of what the Five of Wands is like this struggle that you guys have going on. But I feel like the struggle is internal. I feel like it's an internal struggle that a lot of the times, you may be kind of double-minded and making decisions, and you go back and forth and you're like, am I doing the right thing? Am I not doing the right thing? Stuff like that. Balancing back and forth between the feminine and the masculine. But I do believe that you guys are doing a good job of that. And once again, I can see that kind of with the Six of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, because with the Six of Pentacles, like it said in the booklet, it's someone who is very giving. And I think this kind of goes both ways. Like I see you guys almost kind of in all of these roles here. Like I see you guys sometimes here as the unicorn who's standing there clearly giving, like I see you as someone who is probably very giving to the people in your life, whether it's your family, your friends, your coworkers, whatever the case may be. You're like that friend that people call up if, they need a quick last minute favor. You're right there for them. Someone needs a ride to the airport. Someone needs to be lent like $50 for something, whatever it is. Like you're that go-to person for that. And you're always like willing to help out your fellow man. You're the kind of person who pays for the person behind them at the drive-through. You may tip people a little bit extra when you go out to eat or something, but you're just like that kind-hearted person who really gives. And the other thing too is, these two unicorns are the ones receiving. And I feel like there are times where you need to kind of step out of this and you need to be a little bit more like these two. Like you need to learn how to receive better, because you may just give and give and give and give, and that's great to give, but don't forget to receive. And that may be where some of this, struggle comes along here. Spider monkey. Sorry, that would be a text message coming in, and yes, that was Edward Cullen. But that's a different story. Anyway, yeah, but I feel like it may be kind of like a struggle for you guys to receive. And it's not like you don't know how to step into your feminine energy, because I genuinely believe that you guys can and you do. We have this nurturing, motherly energy here. I do believe that you guys do that. But I feel like there are some areas where you need to be a little bit more receptive and allow other people to help you and that kind of thing. It could apply romantically, but it could just simply be in like day-to-day things in your life. So yeah, it seems like you guys may need to learn how to receive a little bit better so you're not in this constant struggle going on with yourself. But you do have the capability here to have your ultimate fulfillment, because the Ten of Pentacles is basically that. It's having your finances in order, living that dream life, having that dream job with the dream house and the dream car and the dream pets and the dream spouse and the dream kids and the dream this, that, and the other thing. So you guys definitely can be headed for this Ten of Pentacles in the future. But I think in order to get there, you kind of need to let go of that struggle. But that is something that can come your way without a doubt. And like I said, you guys do have that capability to balance out the feminine and the masculine here. And I think you do, for the most part, do a really good job of that. And it's funny because with the Ten of Pentacles, we also have this
You better hold on tight, Spider Monkey.
Okay, we've hold on tight, Spider Monkey. That's literally my text tone, you guys. Like, it's not Edward Cullen actually texting me. Although, how cool would that be? But yeah, that's my text tone when a text comes in, and obviously I haven't checked it yet because I'm trying to talk to you guys, and my phone's like, hello, listen and pay attention to me. But anyway, yeah, prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. So, I definitely feel like this helps confirm, it helps validify this Ten of Pentacles here. Like, your prosperity is coming. It is coming without a doubt. You don't have to struggle for it or anything like that. So any of this that's been going on, you need to release that negativity, because I feel like that's what that is. That's that negativity, any of that internal struggle. And I really don't feel like this is some external situation. I don't feel like there's like actually anyone coming after you that's like, I'm coming after you or whatever. I don't feel like it's anything like that. I feel like, it's like that whole thing of we can sometimes be our own worst critic, and sometimes we're just not very nice to ourselves, and we can be our own worst enemies, our own biggest haters. So don't do that to yourself. Don't be like that to yourself. And it's funny, like if I have a friend that's talking down about themselves, like let's say their name is Bob, okay? Like, I just pulled the name out of thin air. And if Bob is talking negatively about himself, I'll tell Bob, hey, Bob, don't talk bad about my friend Bob, because Bob is cool. So it's like, yeah, don't talk bad about yourself because you're cool. So release that negativity. And it is time to breathe it out. So, if you've been feeling like you can't breathe, if you've been feeling like everything is a struggle, you need to let go of it so you can breathe. Like, that space is definitely there. And with the Lovers here, the Lovers can represent like partnership. It can represent partnership in terms of like a business venture. It can represent partnership in terms of like a romantic situation. So this is going to be different for everybody, I think. But there definitely is like a partnership that's there for you. It could be a romantic partner who simply wants to be there for you and who wants to step up and, kind of take more of that masculine role so you can be in that more receptive feminine role. It could be in terms of business. Maybe this struggle has been business related, and maybe there's someone who's going to be a really good business partner for you to help you with things. But either way, like, there's someone there who wants to join you and who wants to partner with you and help you with whatever burdens have been weighing you down. Like, that's definitely there. And you have the adrenaline, the motivation, and the activity to be able to do this. So if some days you feel tired and you feel drained, which, anybody would if they're spending all this mental energy battling themselves, this is why you need to breathe it out, because if you start doing that, you're probably not going to feel as tired as you do now. But You do have that energy. You do have that strength. And I'm telling you guys right now, at least for me, I know it's not a thing for everybody, but, you know, just from my own heart here, where I find my strength and where I find my energy is from Jesus, which is why I include these cards. And I know that not everyone who comes to readings is about Jesus, and that's fine if you're not. But, you know, for me, that's helpful. And I do know that there are other people out there who watch the readings and the Jesus thing does resonate for them. So, you know, obviously, like, I share that for them as well. But yeah, like, as long as you're tending to his business, like it says here in this card, you're gonna have that energy. So that's kind of the way I see it. And as for coconut, protection, purification, and boundaries. So, you know, once again, when it comes to this fighting amongst yourself energy, maybe part of the issue is you don't know how to put up healthy boundaries. Maybe you're so incredibly busy doing this, giving and giving and giving and not receiving, that you know, you're hitting burnout, and you know, you need to protect yourself. You need to put up boundaries for yourself. And, you know, if this isn't a message for anyone else, then I'll just take this message for myself, because, you know, the past few nights, I've literally been up until like 4 or 5 in the morning, and I'm usually never up that late. Like, I am a night owl naturally, but I'm never normally up that late. But I've been doing that a lot lately because I've been doing a lot of work. And I've just not been saying no and putting up boundaries where I really need to, and protect myself better. So I'll take this message for me if no one else wants it. But I do feel like there's probably some others out there who probably need this too. You know, maybe my example resonates with you and you're like, oh yeah, you know, I've got A, B, and C going on, and I gotta start saying no to D, E, and F, or, you know, whatever it is. So, but yeah, I think you guys can definitely handle it. I feel like you guys are juggling a lot and you have a lot going on, which is understandable. Most of us do. But like I said, you guys do have that good balance of both feminine and masculine energy, and you guys can handle it. So, like I said, just release the negativity, breathe it out, because prosperity is going to be there. You're going to have your 10 of Pentacles, your ultimate fulfillment, and oops, I'm putting cards in the wrong place. And you're going to have a partnership, which is definitely going to help you in all of that. So, hopefully this made sense for you guys. And if the message did not flow, of course, just let it go. But if it did help, please let me know and leave a comment down below. Anything at all, you know, definitely helps me out, even if it's a little emoji. And also, please give this video a big thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know of future videos when they are on their way. But I am so incredibly thankful for you guys just stopping on by and checking out this video. It really means a lot to me. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Keep sparkling. I am sending you lots of hugs and much love. Hi, Pile 3. If you chose this wise old cracking owl, then this is going to be the reading for you. And we are going to find out what message you need to hear right now from your future self. Okay, we're going to dive right in here with the Crystal Unicorn Tarot. And you guys have the 9 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups, and the 4 of Wands. Very, very nice. Very nice indeed. From the Ice Cream Oracle, you guys have Moon Mist, Astral Travel, Visions, and Visitations. And Avocado, Self-Care, Beauty, and Healing. From the Moonology deck, you guys have It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. A personal issue reaches a resolution. Full moon in Cancer. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. I like Libras because I just so happen to be one. But that's besides the point. From Loving Words from Jesus, because in my opinion, a Bible verse of day helps keep the bad vibes away. You guys got. You are the light of the world. Matthew 5:14. And finally, from the Wisdom of Tao, you guys have not meant to be. Don't take it too seriously. If despite your best attempts, the outcome is not what you wish, it was never yours to begin with. The world is full of new opportunities. Self-pity and diminished self-esteem will only obscure your view of what is to come. Refuse to be used. Pull away from your fears and refuse to be a victim. You will never be happy if you don't end the toxic arrangements that imprison you. Love yourself. You deserve better. Okay. So here's what I see happening for you guys. Which is kind of interesting because like these Tao cards were kind of wah, and like we have a lot of other positive things happening up here. So, how do I address this? Like I know what I want to say. I just need to find the right words here, how I want to say it. Okay. So you know what? I'm going to start with these two kind of wah downer cards so we can get them out of the way. All right, so here's what I kind of see going on with you guys. I feel like maybe the frame of mind where you've been living in, is kind of like this refuse to be used kind of thing. I feel like you guys have been dealing with a lot of negative internal dialogue. Where basically you're almost kind of like talking yourself out of your own dreams and out of your own desires and out of your own passions, where maybe you're telling yourself, this is too good to be true, this is never going to happen, this is never going to work out, whether it's like a job or a romantic situation or whatever it may be. But it's kind of like you're just sitting there talking yourself out of it, like, oh, this could never happen to me. And it's almost like, here's the best way I can describe it. It's kind of like you buy so much into the whole concept of I need to detach, I need to not be attached to any outcome, that you wind up like putting it down to the point where it's like it can't even be a possibility then, which is like the opposite of what you're supposed to be doing. So you need to start refusing this internal dialogue that is negative, because it's not going to manifest and bring along to you what you want. And I feel like that's the thing that's not meant to be. It's not your dreams, it's not your desires, it's not, that perfect job you want or that person or whatever it is. I feel like the things that are not meant to be are your fears and your doubts, and like that alternate reality that you're kind of creating by saying it can't happen. Those things, like, yeah, that alternate reality where you're saying that it can't happen, that alternate reality where it's like you don't wind up with the person that you love, or you never achieve your goals in your career and you stay stuck in a dead-end job, or you never move to that dream location that you want to move to or whatever. Like, those are the things that are not meant to be. Being stuck in a job you don't like, being single, or being stuck in a toxic relationship, or anything that's bad for you. Those are the things that are not meant to be. That stinking thinking is what is not meant to be. You really gotta think about what you're thinking about, because Thoughts are a big thing. What we think is what we speak out, and what we speak out is what we create into our lives. Our words are containers for power, and our words are created in our thoughts. So you really got to be careful here and stop doing this. And I promise you guys, if you stop doing this, you got some good stuff going on here. So let's get into the good stuff as long as you quit doing this stuff. Okay, so with this, I think it's really funny because you guys have both the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. And, Pentacles represents like your material world, it's your money, it's your finances, it's, whatever material possessions, your house, your car, all that kind of stuff, what the world sees on the outside. And the cups are representative of your emotions, how you're feeling, feelings of love and relationships and things like that. And you guys have the 9 in both, which to me tells me that you guys are super damn crazy close to having a 10 and a 10 here. And the 10 is like, boom, you have it all. You have everything that you want, complete fulfillment. And the really funny thing is, like both of these unicorns, like they're practically ready to celebrate because they're almost there. And the funny thing about the cup unicorn is, you see this funny little hat on it. It kind of looks like a beret or something. And it actually says this in the booklet that for this unicorn in particular, it's kind of like a genie hat. It's like this unicorn is just sitting there getting ready to make that final wish to have all of its dreams come true, to have all the financial, material possessions, and to have all the emotional fulfillment with love and relationships. So you guys are almost there. Like, you're really close. So don't, please, for the life of you, just don't do this negative thinking crap. Please, I don't want to see you like lose those pentacles. I want to see you gain that final one because you guys are so close. So don't let anything trip you out with that. Seriously. And I think that the best way to get to that final pentacle and that final cup are a couple of things here. Number one, we have it's time to take action. New moon in Aries, so you do need to take action in order to make this happen. And I believe that the way that you guys are going to take action to make it happen is by working together with others, with the Three of Pentacles, because that's what the Three of Pentacles represents. It's working together as a team, working together as a group. So, for example, if this is a work situation, you need to take action and you need to collaborate with your coworkers, your colleagues, and, take it to the next level. Whatever it is that you're doing there, take it to the next level so you can get that promotion or, maybe if you're a solopreneur or something like that, collaborate with other like-minded creators like yourself or whatever, and take your business to the next level, whatever it is that you're doing. But definitely take action and work with others. And if it's a love situation, because I do see that for some of you guys too, and this could be both. It could be just career for some of you, just love for some of you, and it could be both for some of you too. And I actually feel like it's actually both for a lot of you, because I just think this is freaking awesome where you guys are headed. You guys are headed towards some really amazing things. But yeah, take some action, collaborate and work with others. Now, if it's love related, collaborate and work with your person of love interest, whoever that may be. Because the Four of Wands here is that union, it's that celebration. It's that 11-11 twin flame union kind of card. It's almost kind of looks like a wedding or something like that between these two unicorns. So you guys are going to have that, you're happily ever after, forever with your person. It's going to take a little bit of work to get there, which is, going to lead you to that 10 of Cups and that 4 of Wands, which is, you know, that ultimate fulfillment in love and relationships and having union. And, you know, whatever issues that have been there in any situation, it's going to resolve itself. It's going to fix itself. So if you're thinking there's no way, that can't possibly happen or anything like that, you know, that's going back into that negative thinking here. That needs to be dismissed, deleted, erased, ejected from your head. But yeah, like, just know that that personal issue is reaching a resolution. And, you know, considering it's saying personal issue, I do feel for most of you, this is going to be love related. In terms of that, there could be still some career kind of things going on too, but there's definitely some love stuff happening here. And you guys have nothing to worry about. You have a win-win outcome that is coming your way in the forecast, and you got the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is your win-win outcome. Like, you can't go wrong with this, you guys. You've got this in the bag. So stop tripping yourself up. Stop tripping yourself up with the negative thoughts, you guys. You can totally do this. No doubt about it. And, you know, future you is telling you that. Like, future you, they're already there. They're already in the Four of Wands right now. And they're like, dude, come on. Like, snap out of it, past me, because I want you to catch up and be with future me. Okay. So, yeah, you guys have moon mist, astral travel, visions, and visitations. And it's funny because with this card, I feel like you guys know this. You guys probably are a little bit intuitive yourself, and you guys know yourself better than I do, better than these cards do, better than anyone. And you probably have visions of what this ideal future is, of what, you know, that ultimate fulfillment is, you know, going from the Nine of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles, going from the Nine of Cups to the Ten of Cups. You know what that looks like. You have that vision in your heart. And, you know, with astral travel, especially, you know, in the situations where it's connected to love, you know, getting to your Four of Wands, you know, you probably travel to my dog and tell him to be quiet. No. Hey, I'm sorry. He's a little mouthy. Anyways, you probably like astral travel when it comes to your person, when it comes to your twin flame. And you may be one of those people who astral travel a lot in your sleep. I know I, for one, am definitely one of those, because I could get like 10 hours of sleep and I'll still feel exhausted. And it's usually because I'm like, oh, I'm asleep, but la-di-da, I need to like get up and move around and, you know, freaking travel everywhere. Which, you know, I'm kind of like that in awake life too and everything, because it's like when I'm like awake and everything, I would just love to like travel and go on road trips and stuff. And it's not like I can do that every day, but I do love doing that when I can. So you may be kind of like that yourself. Then we also have avocado, self-care, beauty, healing. So really, you guys, if you want to tackle this negative stuff that is not meant to be there, the best way to do that is to, you know, heal it, take care of it, give it a little bit of TLC and self-care, because it has no place. It has no place there. And, you know, I really love this card with You Are the Light of the World. You know, this is, you know, kind of like my Christmas card, I guess you could say, out of the deck, because it is when Jesus was born, you know, Christmas time and everything. But yeah, you are the light of the world. And that's true. Like, you know, you have so much light and you have so much love to give from the inside. And I'm sure it just radiates right out of you. And, you know, when you go to places that are darker, you probably just shine like this beacon of hope. So keep doing that. Never stop doing that. You know, you are amazing. You know, if you are here at this reading at my channel, I know you are definitely one of these lit people, I guess you could say, because, you know, the reason why I call my blog and, you know, my stuff here, the reason why I call it Shadow and Shine is because you know, we go through a lot of shadowy, dark times in our life. And it's through those shadowy and dark experiences that we really learn how to shine through them. You know, we really learn how to, just like shine through it and show our light. And that helps pull other people out of their darkness and out of their shadows. And then they start to shine too. So, that's kind of where that whole concept comes from. That and my dog's name is Shadow, and it's kind of named after him too, but that's besides the point. And I like sparkly things and shiny things. But yeah, it's kind of like a funny double meaning. But anyways, you guys are so incredibly close. So just drop the fears, drop the negativity, and before you know it, that win-win outcome is on the way. Any issues that were there are going to be resolved, and it's like, hello, Four of Wands, Union, the Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, you know, all that stuff is going to fall into place for you. You're going to have it all. You're going to be living your absolute best life, and I am so incredibly excited for you guys to have that. So, yeah, that's what I see going on for you guys. I hope that resonated and made sense. If the message did not flow, of course, just let it go. But if it did make sense, please let me know with a comment down below. That always helps me out a lot, as well as giving this video a big thumbs up. Please feel free to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know of future videos when they are on the way. And I am so incredibly thankful that you guys just like even stopped by and decided to spend a little bit of time out of your day hanging out here with me. But yeah, that's basically that. Keep sparkling, you guys. I am sending you lots of hugs and much love. Hi, Pile 4. If you chose this cute little Dalmatian pup with the pink sunglasses, then this is going to be the reading for you, and we're going to find out what message you have from your future self. Okay, we're going to start off here with the Crystal Unicorn Tarot, and you guys have the Hierophant, the Ten of Swords, Death, and the Nine of Wands. Okay. From the Ice Cream Oracle, you guys have Chocolate Vanilla Swirl, Complementary Opposites, Fairness, Equality, and Pumpkin Spice, Harvest, Prosperity, Fortune, which it is also pumpkin spice season. We're in September now, you guys. It's crazy. We're in the burr months. From the Moonology deck, you guys have you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. And work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. From Loving Words from Jesus, because in my opinion, a Bible verse a day helps keep the bad vibes away, you guys have faith in God. Mark 11:22. And from the Wisdom of Tao, you guys have fire, radiance. The radiant light emerges from the south and spreads in all directions. It awakens your passion and intuition. The organization and preparation stages are over. The summer months are an ideal time to execute your plans. Go forward at full speed. Make this advantageous move or risk losing the opportunities. And count your blessings. Wealth and power surround you, and smooth journeys lie ahead. Make the best of this time while remaining productive. Practice humility and modesty. Appreciate that which you have, and remember those who have stood by you. Be grateful. Okay. don't mind me, guys. Just do a little bit of yawning here. But yeah, let's hop into it here with your cards and see what we can unfold here from this. Okay. So the first thing I want to take a look at here is your Nine of Wands and see how that one kind of plays in with your other tarot cards. Okay, so the Nine of Wands, according to the Crystal Unicorn Tarot book, says you may have been wounded in battle, but you are strong and magical. You can handle anything that comes your way. Look within yourself for the confidence and strength that can get you through the final push and across the finish line. Perseverance, resilience, and confidence are your key words. Okay, very, very interesting. So it seems to be you guys are in a new beginning right now because, we also have the Ten of Swords and we have Death here. And, I say this every time. In this deck, the Ten of Swords is seriously my least favorite card. I can't stand this card simply because, it's a bunch of swords and a unicorn is dead, and I don't like dead unicorns. I don't want the unicorn to be dead. I want it to be alive. It just makes me sad. Maybe this is just me, and I get too emotional about stupid things like that, but I'm like, the unicorn is dead. They're so cute. I want it to be alive. But how I feel about this unicorn, maybe how you feel in a situation right now. There is some part of your life that has come to an end. It could be a relationship, it could be a job, it could be, maybe you've moved somewhere new, and you miss where you used to live. It may not even be any of those things. This could just be a representation of certain thoughts, certain emotions, certain mindsets, but something has come to pass in your life, something has passed on, something has died. But usually when it's the Ten of Swords, that's implying it's usually probably a pretty painful ending, whatever this is. It's painful. But death obviously confirms that, but as it is with the death in the tarot, though, death is not just about, something being dead and over and gone and that's it. But death also signifies life because it signifies the ending of a chapter and the beginning of a new one. It's, the cycles of life, the circle of life, I guess you could say, if we're talking like the Lion King here. But yeah, it also signifies a new beginning. And, if you even look at this unicorn, marching along here, if this is like the Grim Reaper of unicorns or whatever, it's heading off here to where the sun is shining. And, you could interpret this as two different ways. You could look at it as the sun setting, like the sun is setting on a situation, or you could interpret it as the sun is rising. The sun is rising into a new day, into a new beginning, because it's very much so like that right here on Earth, When the sun sets in one area of the world and night begins, the sun is rising on the other side of the world and morning is there. So, but something has definitely ended in your life. And I do feel it's probably been a painful ending because of the Ten of Swords, and it's also painful because of the Nine of Wands, because that implies you having been through the battle, you've been through the war, you've been scarred, you've been hurt, you've been, you've been through the ringer on this situation. But I do believe that you can get through this, obviously. There is a new beginning that is coming to head for you. And with the Hierophant, the Hierophant is very much so about our beliefs. It's about our traditions. It's about our values, that kind of thing. So, for some of you, like I said, this death could have been death of certain traditions, certain beliefs, certain ideas and mindsets and mind frames. So it could have been like a reset on this. There could be a reset here on your thinking. And it's funny because for every single group, it's been in totally different ways, but in every single group, everyone has had certain like mental things that they've needed to work through and they've needed to work past. And you guys are no exception. You guys have stuff to take care of with that too. But yeah, I definitely feel like there's a reset here when it comes to the belief system that you have is what's going on. And if it's not something that is like that, it could also almost be on the flip side, and that your belief systems could be actually helping you pull through whatever this stuff is. It could be helping you pull through the pain. Like for example, your faith. I mean, we have the faith card here from Loving Words from Jesus. Have faith in God. And, it very well could be that belief. It could be that belief in God, having faith in Him, that's what's pulling you through that. So, it could be, depending on what side of the fence you sit on, it could be one of two ways. Either your beliefs are being helpful to you right now and they're helping you get through on the other side, or they're being transformed and they're being changed because they weren't that great to begin with, and they're going to start stepping into a place of being great and wonderful and helpful. So I think because of that, nothing is set in stone yet because you're still kind of in this transition. The thing of the past has already come to pass, but you're not necessarily, like, the new beginning is here and now, yes, but you haven't necessarily like physically seen it appear just yet. So you're still kind of in this weird in between transition-y kind of place, which is why it looks like nothing is set in stone yet. But there are good things that are coming, and I know when we're in the in between, it can be a really scary thing, but this is a time for you to work through your fears. Because you know what? You have nothing to fear, especially when you have God by your side. You have faith. Faith automatically cancels fear out. And, I always tell people this. The acronym for fear, it stands for false evidence appearing real. So always remember that, even if things seem unstable and unsure right now, don't buy into those fears. Trust, have faith, that's all going to work out. And for some of you, this may involve your loved ones, it may involve family members, it may involve a romantic situation, and I feel like this card is simply just a reminder that whatever has gone down, whatever has happened, your loved ones are safe, they are protected. If it's like a love connection with a specific person, that connection is safe and protected. Nothing is going to come against it. Nothing is going to harm it. And whatever's been going on, everything is going to turn out okay with your relationships. So your relationships are going to remain solid. They're going to remain stable and firm through whatever this situation is that's been going down, that's been going wrong. Let's see, what else do we have here? Chocolate vanilla swirl. Complementary, opposites, fairness, and equality. So, I know you're probably thinking right now, whatever is going on in your life that has had this painful ending, it probably doesn't feel very fair. But there is a balance in it, and I know you don't see it right now because you guys are so kind of on the death side of this. You're probably not on the life side yet, but I feel like the future version of yourself is basically telling you that, where there is that death, that life is coming, that opposite, that life is going to be there. The things are going to be fair. The things are going to equal out. So, hold on, have faith there. I know it's a roller coaster. It sucks. And pumpkin spice confirms that because it says harvest, prosperity, and fortune. So whatever crap you're going through right now, you do need to hold on and have faith because your harvest season is coming. It's not like anyone is, a huge farmer here or anything like this, most likely, but And I'm not even someone who's like all that good at gardening or anything like that. But I do know that there are times in life where we have to sow our seeds, and we have to plow them and take care of them and make sure that they're getting the proper amount of sunshine and the proper amount of rain and all this other kind of stuff. And I feel like that's what you're going through right now. You're planting the seeds, you're watering them, you're making sure they're getting their sunlight, you're doing all the other kind of stuff. But harvest season is coming. Eventually, whatever it is that you've planted there, it's gonna bloom and blossom, and voila, there it is. So prosperity and good fortune is on the other side of this. I do believe that, that new chapter, that new life, that's what is coming. And, with fire here, this card was talking about taking action into a new opportunity. So a new opportunity is going to be presenting itself. So it could be like a new opportunity in your career. If it's in a love situation, it could be either maybe brand new love, or it could be like a new fresh start of love in your current situation you're dealing with. But there's definitely going to be something new, something fresh, something new and rejuvenated that's going to appear, and you're going to need to take action on that with fire and zest. You're going to want to seize that with passion. And in the meantime, count your blessings when you're going through this difficult season. It says smooth journeys do lie ahead for you guys. Which once again goes back to the pumpkin spice here, that the harvest season is coming for you. And, we're heading into fall soon pretty here as it is, which technically is harvest season. But yeah, count your blessings, especially during the hard times, because, when everything seems to be going wrong, that's when we need that reminder. Like for example, and I can't believe I'm even mentioning this on this video right now as my example, but it is a part of my story and what I've been through. 4 years ago, I had bed bugs in my previous apartment I used to live in, and it was a sheer and total nightmare, and it's a long story to get into, but I actually wound up homeless for a little while during the situation, not due to my own fault, but due to the horrible slumlord's fault that I was dealing with. And, it was a season of extreme hardship, and I didn't feel like I had a lot to be thankful for. Like, I cried every single day. I didn't want to live. It was a total nightmare. But there were things I had to be thankful for during that time, because I had friends who were willing to take me in. It's not like I was sleeping on the street, you guys. I had like a spare room that I could sleep in. I had friends who were there for me. I had friends who prayed for me. I had, like my mom, she helped me out immensely in terms of finances to get through that, because it's very expensive to get rid of a problem like that. So, it was a nightmare to deal with, but there were so many ways that I was thankful, having my mom's support, having my friends' support. There were so many people around me. I don't know how I would have gotten through it without that. And counting my blessings, was a huge part of that. During that time, I'm a huge 98 Degrees fan, a huge 98 Degrees person, and they were going on tour during the time that was happening. And even just having the opportunity to like take a week off of all that chaos and go have fun and enjoy myself on that tour, that was a huge blessing. That was something I was thankful for. So when you're going through the hard times, you guys, please find those blessings. I promise you that they are there, even if it doesn't feel like that. And I promise you, you guys, that, you're not going to be in this 10 of Swords. The transition is happening. You guys have been wounded in the battle. I get it. But, better days are ahead. The harvest is coming for you guys. And, I'm telling you right here, right now, I'm praying for you guys, because I can definitely feel the pain coming off of this group. Like, you guys have been through the ringer, and my heart just goes out to you guys. It really does. But this card rings true. Have faith in God, because he really does have this. He has the situation, no matter how impossible it may seem, no matter how impossible it may feel. He has this without a doubt. He has you in the palm of his hand. He is never, ever, 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 ever going to leave you or forsake you. He loves you. I promise. So yeah, and I do believe that the future version of yourself wants you to know that too, because the future version of you is already living it up here in Harvest Land, and all you gotta do is, meet halfway and you'll get there. So you guys are gonna be okay. You're a strong group, I can tell. Anyway, I hope that this message resonated and made sense for you. If it did, please leave a comment down below. That definitely helps me out a lot. If the message did not flow, of course, just let it go. Also, you guys, please give this video a big thumbs up. That definitely helps me out a lot and helps my channel out a lot for sure. And, I'm just so thankful, speaking of, counting your blessings here, I'm just so incredibly thankful that you guys are even here hanging out with me, checking out my video. It really does mean a lot. I'm just here to help you guys out. Like, that's really where my heart is at. And yeah, so I hope you guys have an amazing day. Keep sparkling. I am sending you lots of hugs and much love.